Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, my dear students, to our English period for grade 7. Unit 11, Lesson 6, Sources of Energy. Let's start our lesson, my dear students, with the opener. In our opener, we are going to revise the previous lesson. There are two main sources of energy. Mention them. Do you remember, my dear students? What are the two main sources of energy? Look at the pictures and try to think. The first kind is renewable sources of energy. As we said, my dear students, renewable sources of energy are wind power, solar energy, and water power. What about the second kind? It's non-renewable sources of energy. Oil, coal, and natural gas. How is solar energy collected? Try to think, my dear students. How is solar energy collected? It is collected by big mirrors. Now, my dear students, let's turn to your student's book, page 76. Let's turn to your student's book, page 76. Exercise number 3. Look at this spidergram, my dear student. We want to fill in the spidergram with notes about sources of energy we are going to use in the future. What are the sources of energy we are going to use in the future? Try to think. Take your time, my dear students. Write your notes in your notebook and then check. Let's read your answer here. I think wind power, solar power, nuclear power, etc. Look at the shape here. This is spidergram. Solar power. They are more cheaper and cleaner. Wave power. They are renewable. We can use them again and again. Wind power. They are clean, safer, and limitless. Now let's move to the next exercise, my dear students. Listening and writing. B. Now we are going to listen to the experts talking about the sources of energy we are going to use in the future. I want you to listen carefully and add more information to your spidergram. Listen and write your notes.
11.2 1.
I think we are going to find cleaner energy. We have to do this to save the environment and help the world survive.
2.
I think we're going to develop biofuels, fuels made from plants, to replace fossil fuels like oil and gas when these run out.
3.
We are going to make much more use of wind power and solar energy. These are expensive now, but will become cheaper in the future.
4.
I believe that we're going to invent a completely new source of energy that will solve all our energy problems. Breaking up water into hydrogen and oxygen is one possibility.
5.
We're going to get most of our energy from water, either from the power of rivers or from the waves in the ocean.
Now, my dear students, after
11,
listening, my dear students, what are the sources of energy did the experts talk about? They talked about cleaner energy. In the future, we are going to use cleaner energy, biofuel, wind power, solar energy, breaking up water into oxygen and hydrogen, power of rivers, waves of the ocean. Now you can add to your diagram. My dear students, exercise number 4. In your notebook, develop the notes in the spidergram to write a paragraph about the future sources of energy. But remember, my dear students, to write a good paragraph, start with a topic sentence that states your main idea clearly. Follow with supporting details to develop and explain the topic sentence, and finish with a strong concluding sentence. Now, my dear students, it's time for fun. I want you to make a poster to encourage people to save energy. These are some models, and you can make your own poster. Now, my dear students, let's discuss some ideas to help you to write your own paragraph about sources of energy which we are going to use in the future. Look at these pictures, my dear students. Which of these sources of energy will we use in the future? I think most people are going to depend on wind power, solar power, and water power because they are cleaner, cheaper, and safer. I think that we will use water because it is free and clean. Besides, Kuwait has a lot of water from the sea. I think that we will use the sun because it is free and clean. Also, we can use it many times. I think that we will use the wind because it is free and clean. Also, we can use it again and again without damaging the air. As we said, my dear students, to write a good paragraph, don't forget, start with a topic sentence that states your main idea clearly, follow with supporting details to develop and explain the topic sentence, and finish with a strong concluding sentence. In your notebook, develop the notes in the spidergram to write a paragraph about the future sources of energy. Take your time, my dear students. After that, you can read your paragraph. Now, my dear students, let's move to your workbook, page 59. Let's move to your workbook, page 59. Exercise number 7. Look at this page, please, my dear students. I want you to read the text and write the questions in the correct place. Here, my dear students, we have 7 paragraphs. We have 7 paragraphs and we have 7 questions. Read the text and write the questions in the correct place. Each question relates to a paragraph. We want to match them. Read carefully and try to match. Take your time, my dear students. After that, let's check your answers. A is already done. What do you do? What about B? Let's see, my dear students, these are the questions and these are the paragraphs. Let's check. What about B? That's right. What are wildlife crimes? C. How do you do your job? D. What animals do the criminals take most often? E. Is your job dangerous? F. Do you feel happy about the future? What do you want to say to the criminals? This is the last one. Let's move to the next exercise, my dear students. Exercise number 8. We want to find these words in the text, then match them with the definitions. Here, my dear students, we have 6 words: to solve, illegal, rare, skins, sample, to beat. We want to find them in this text. After that, we want to match them with their definitions. Let's see. Read carefully and find them. Where are they in the text? Let's check. This is the word solve. I solve wildlife crimes. Illegal, against the law. Rare, it is not common. Skins, samples. Beat. Now, my dear students, after reading them, we want to match them with the definitions. To solve, what does it mean? What is the suitable definition here? That's right, it's number 5, to find the answer. Illegal. Excellent. 4, against the law. C, rare. That's right, not common. D, 1. That's right, the covering of an animal's body. Sample. Number 2, a small piece of material used as an example. To beat. 3. That's right, to control a problem successfully. Now, page 60 in your workbook, page 60, exercise number 9, reading. Read the paragraphs, underline the topic sentences. Read the paragraphs, underline the topic sentences. These are two paragraphs. My dear students, the topic sentence which holds the main idea. Read the paragraphs carefully and try to find the topic sentence in each paragraph. That's right, my dear students. My father's favorite drink is tea and he drinks a lot of it. This is the main idea. Or the topic sentence. Paragraph B. That's right, all my brothers have good jobs. This is the topic sentence which holds the main idea. Do you remember, my dear students, in our next exercise, inshallah, we are going to form sentences using going to. Do you remember we use going to for future plans and intentions? As we said, going to preceded by am, is, or are, and followed by the base form of the verb, and followed by the base form of the verb. We usually use am with I, and we use he, is with he, she, and it. We use are with we, they, and you. In exercise number 10, my dear students, use the information in the table to write sentences about what you are going to do and what you are not going to do. Look at the table and try to form sentences. Tomorrow, next week, this evening, tonight. I'm going to, I'm not going to. This sentence is in affirmative and this sentence is negative. Am not. Help my parents, play football, visit my grandmother, meet my friends, go to the Avenues Mall, tidy my room. Now, my dear students, it's your turn. What you are going to do and what you are not going to do. What about you, my dear students? This is a model, my dear students, and you can write your own sentences. For example, tomorrow I am going to help my dad. Next week I am going to visit my grandmother. This evening I am not going to meet my friends. Tonight I am not going to tidy my room. Tonight I am going to go to the Avenues Mall. Now, my dear students, we came to the closure of our lesson today. Talk about your future plans. What are you going to do this evening? Talk about your future plans. Thank you, my dear students. Meet you in the next period, inshallah. Thank you and goodbye. Best wishes.